Welcome back to ESC Summer 21. We are raising money for Save the Children, and links to donate can be found below the stream. We would also like to thank Twitch and ViewSonic for sponsoring this event. Now we are here for some TrackMania 2 with Rasta and MrTrolyMoly. And before we start, I see that some of you guys have noticed, but the incentive for the full-time speed incentive has been met for this run. And both of the runners have agreed on a time when that's going to happen. So it's going to happen a bit later into the run. But I'm going to start off by reading the donation that got this incentive met, which is $160 from Spammy.
Yo!
That just says,
Nice!
Let's go,
Spam.
Canyon! Good luck with the event. Thank you for that generous donation there. And because of that, I'm sorry guys, but no gas, full gas, no brakes here. But with that, floor is yours.
All right.
Thank you very much, Spammy. So he's one of the main TrackMania players and streamers. So that is, it's going to be one hell of a run at the end to do the incentive. You'll see. We'll have time to prepare for that. And so we'll be speedrunning a Canyon. It's the first TM2 game with 65 tracks of different difficulties. And I will be racing against TrolyMoly, also one of the best players on this game. So it's going to be exciting. Your turn, Trolley.
What?
No, I just wanted
Yes,
you to...
I'm still here. Don't worry. Right, are we starting?
Well, if you're ready, I'm ready.
Right.
Maybe you can do a countdown from 5 to 1.
5,
So 5,
4,
4,
3,
3,
2,
2,
1.
1. Let's go.
Go.
Okay, so good luck to both of you for the runs. So I'm gonna take over the commentary a bit, and of course it will be hard to commentate this particular run because we have two streams or like two runs that we are focusing on right now. But first of all, yo Spam, thank you very, very much for that awesome donation. You did not just only save the children, but also like we were hitting the incentive. So thank you very, very much. Spam, one of the person that is the longest in the TrackMania scene. So great to see that. Thank you very much. And guys, just write a heart in the chat for Spam. That is awesome. Thank you very much for that. And we can see the first track being cleared already from both players. So that was a like a simple map to start off with. We have a drift turn and then also like a full speed left turn at the ending, which can be hard because you have to squeeze your car just through there. And also we already see MrTrolyMoly a bit ahead, but only by some seconds. But maybe it's also a bit of delay, but also a good run here. You want to go diagonal over this part. Don't get yourself some airtime on this one. So actually nice clearance there as well from TrolyMoly, and also great loading skipping from TrolyMoly. So there comes a great advantage from that. You can see Rasta's loading a bit longer, and now track number 3 is coming up. Track number 3 has a roofed strat that is of course too risky to do that. So you just want to brake beforehand and either jump to the right of that thing, but that would also be too risky. So just jump into the finish and just do it like that. So this track has also been in TrackMania Turbo. So this has been remade, and now we're gonna go to map number 4. And yeah, guys, how are you feeling with the first three tracks being done?
It's feeling quite good so far. Apart from the one crash I did on A1.
Trolley?
No, I didn't go for the cut.
Would be too ridiculous to go for that actually. Also on 4, I mean, there's also a cut on this track. It saves a lot of time. It saves 5 seconds, but I think it's too hard to do that. And now we have the first multi-lap map coming up, where we have a drift, and like this track is just going in circles, just 2 left turns. But it can be tricky because you're driving 5 laps on this track, and it is TrolyMoly leading by 10 seconds here, give or take. And yeah, you want to, on Canyon, you want to steer as little as possible, and you initiate a slide by tapping the brake. You can see TrolyMoly's inputs on the top left corner, and also the left right there. Very, very precise input from him. So you can see he's one of the best Canyon players out there, and also the slide was great. But I think we should go for our first set of donations.
Absolutely, absolutely. We got some coming in right now. Let's start off with $50 from Meng with no comment, but thank you so much for that generous donation. We also got $10 from Anonymous that says, "Let's go, we can do it, chat." And it was referring to the incentive that has been met. So you guys did it. Good job on that. And we got $5 from Pog. That just says Pog.
Yeah, and Turbo, you just reminded me, but I forgot to put my inputs on my stream, so my bad.
I'm sorry for that, but that can happen. Also, thank you to Mang for that generous donation. That is a lot, and of course, with that, you save the children. So thank you guys so much for all donating. And I'll just remind you guys, so you can still count every bonk that we are doing. I will also, and I think Rasta as well, will chip in $1 to save the children. We are doing that.
Except for the last 5 shots, because we bonked so much and we don't want to end up broke. You can still keep track, but it's gonna be too much.
It will be a bit too much indeed. I agree with that. So, as we are coming to the 7th map of the campaign, so we are right now on the white tracks. So we have a total of 5 like sub-campaigns in this like default campaign where we have the white tracks consisting of 15 maps. Then we have after that the green maps that are getting progressively harder. Okay, that is thundering outside and that was very loud. I got scared by that. Hopefully you guys didn't hear that. Then the blue campaign is coming up after that. Tracks are getting quite interesting there. Red is really hard and then black is the end boss, really. You will see the tracks, especially EO3 and EO4. Those tracks are not that easy. And playing those tracks full speed, that will be very, very cool to see. I can tell you that. And now we're coming to AO8, which is one of the infamous, meme tracks, let's say like that. But the 8th track of each campaign used to be like a LOL map. And you can see it here as well, those jumps that both of them are clearing nicely. Rasta is coming in a bit later. And he was also playing this track with his controller upside down, I think, last year, right?
I was indeed. It was quite difficult.
Okay, there you go. It's actually raining the hell here, but let's go ahead with the commentary here. Track number 9 is coming up. Also a track that is not that hard, of course, but you have an inside line here as a cut that you can do, but it's very risky and precise and only saves 0.5 of a second, so both players will maybe not go for that. Let's see, Rasta making it nice. Also good skip here, and the next map that is a multi-lap map is coming up. So every 5th map that is in the campaign is a multi-lap map consisting of usually 5 maps with some exceptions. There's also a map with 10 laps and also a map with 15 laps, which is the last map, EO5, in this campaign. And this map has, you have a left steer to prepare your movements. You're gonna see that when Rasta is going for that that line there. If he goes into the multi-lap, you have like a left steer that you prepare into the slide, I think. You can't correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, I was trying to do that, but I had to release it up. But yeah, you're right. We go to the left and then we steer to the right to do a FS turn instead of drifting. So this saves time, of course.
Okay, I see. So right now we have TrackMania being ahead a little bit, approaching lap number 4. But I think we have time for some more donations.
Oh, absolutely. You guys are insane in the TrackMania community. Because we got $10 from Bonk. That just says Bonk.
Bonk.
Nice.
We got another $10 from Bovris that says, "Let's go TrackMania. Much love for the best community in gaming." And we got another $50 from the French restream. Grink is here to tell us that he's gonna give another $50 if Rasta wins. Allez la France!
Well, good luck because Trolley has faster loading times. I'm gonna try to catch up. I'm gonna try my best.
Right,
yeah, Trolley just bonked. In this moment, he just bonked. So the pressure is coming in here for Trolley.
Shoutouts to the French TrackMania community and especially Speed Self and Funny Oscar who came to commentate over the French restream. Yeah, the restreams are on fire right now and they're doing such an amazing work. You should totally check them out if you speak any of their native languages.
Exactly. Go for that. Show some support. That is always great. And thank you so much for those donations. So the bonk incentive is of course very nice and also funny donation there. But we're coming closer here to the next, to the green series, I mean, where the players are right now on A12. So a map that is, we have an auto drift on that big jump, and also very, very precise steering movement, and you can get a very bouncy landing on this track. Also the ending can be messed up. This can be messed up, so let's see if they're gonna make that. It's like a right-hander that you have there. Oh no, never mind, that was a different map. I was getting that one messed up. Oh no, actually, never mind, it was this one. We have to jump into that and then go into the turns. A very precise steering movement there required. And now a 13 will come up. So right now, actually, maybe, do you guys know who's leading and who's not? Or what do you think? Who is like ahead?
100% Trolley is leading due to loading time, so...
But what do you think? How many seconds?
12?
10.
It's 10. It's exactly 10, like to the dot.
I'm a sidekick then.
Maybe have a little bit of delay, but I think now it's a little bit less because Trolley bonked again.
On A13, I guess?
Yep.
Yeah, on that last drift. Exactly.
Every time you mention how good I am, I bonk.
I mean, I'm known to be one of the casters cursor, but usually the players don't hear me, right? Oh man. Okay. So next multi-lap map is coming up very soon. But first of all, we have A14, which is a map where you can perform a flip. So let's see. Maybe they're gonna make it, or maybe not.
Definitely not gonna make it. This is a world record strut, so
it
doesn't save that much time.
Exactly, and TrackMania already is on the multi-lap map, on map number 15. So A15 almost done for him. There it's important to get 366 speed to pass that jump that TrackMania didn't do in the first lap because he couldn't really accumulate as much speed there. But there you can see a great turn from TrackMania there, and now he has the speed. 364, actually not quite there, so he's not clearing that jump. Very, very hard to get that, of course, but still a nice run. It's hard to get that, really. And also Rasta is on this particular map right now, just in the first lap, and maybe some more donations.
Absolutely. I apologize if we are a bit slow back here, because we are doing a thing that the runners have asked of us, which is to count who wins which track. So me and our screeners are not only processing all the donations, but we're also keeping track of who wins each track here, because the guys here wanted to keep a score tally, so we are of course going to deliver. But on to the donations themselves, we got $20 from Speedself himself from the French free stream that just says, TrackMania community is the best community. Heart. Thank you for that generous $20. And we got $25 from Phoebe that says, good luck on your runs and great to see some skilled TrackMania Canyon. Much love from the community and everyone at Ubisoft Nadeo. Go easy on him, Trolley.
Yeah, Trolley is right now ahead, but maybe with that incentive that has been activated there, that they have to play in a different condition. Maybe it can be Rasta catching up. Who knows, who knows. So thank you, and I cannot agree more with that. The TrackMania community is awesome. Thank you guys so much for all those donations to save the children. And now we will go to the next campaign, as we have TrackMania doing the last set of turns here and making that. Only one more part to go, this left turn. And he's doing that quite nicely. And yeah, now BO1 will come up very soon. So it's like the new set of campaign, or the new difficulty is coming in, the green maps. So you can see he's a bit ahead. On this map we have a rapid 180 drift turn at the ending. So that can be hard to do. You can lose control of your car. But the start is not too hard. Just full speed, braking a bit there to get yourself your nose down. So if you brake just before the jump, your nose will actually go down. That is one of the mechanics on Canyon and also on Stadium. You can utilize that as well.
Well, he's more than 10 seconds ahead if you already started playing BO1. Way more than that.
I think even a bit more, but you can definitely do that. But
yeah.
Also, good ending here. And yeah, I think it's also that he has lower loading times than you, but I think you're both doing a great job.
And I mean, everything could get changed at the last 5 tracks if we go full speed, because D15 is going to be one hell of a map. Troly knows that, I know that, and the other maps too, so it could change. I'm going to be behind for maybe most of the race due to loading times, and I'll try to catch up.
Yeah, you can definitely catch up there. I mean, those tracks are also the longest, especially D15, 7 minutes. Bonk. Okay, you...
A great bonk, yeah. I tried to go for the outside line, and I just smashed my car into a wall, but I can still drive normally, which doesn't happen in real life, I guess.
Well, yeah, it depends, but with this amount of speed that you've had, it would have not been the case. So also here, you could have seen his car was damaged by hitting a wall or by just going close to the wall. If you get so-called sparks, your car will just be damaged. So that was introduced into the game, and this game was coming out in 2011. It was the first game that was released in the Mania Planet client. Then we also had Stadium coming up afterwards, I think in 2012 or 2013. Then we had Valley 13. Yeah, 2012 was beta, I think, if I recall correctly. And then we had Valley and also Lagoon being released. And now with the new TrackMania installment, we have a new client with that. Yeah, and also we had the Kenya World Cup in 2012, so it was the main style back then together with Stadium. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't really around at the competitive scene there. Maybe you know a bit more about that, Rasta.
Well, I don't, because I started playing TrackMania in late 2015, but yeah, this World Cup was probably the biggest event so far on Kenyan. It's not a really active game because most people prefer playing a stadium-based game where you have a F1 look or Formula 1 looking car, like TrackMania Nations Forever or TrackMania Stadium or the new TrackMania. So maybe you could talk about these games, Turbo.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm also involved in that with casting a bit, and of course, yeah, we see the TrackMania Grand League now being the newest style. But beforehand, I was talking about tech maps on this previous run. So just having slides in or like technical turns where you have to slide, that was the main style beforehand. And now the TrackMania community has shifted a bit, that it was becoming more multi-style. So we have dirt in there, not only tarmac, we have grass in there, and also the ice being used, and also an identity on the map. So identity means that there is like a set part that you have to do, like just say you have to go around in a circle or something like that, or just hit a very precise jump, and you have to do that 6 laps in a row. So the competitive scene is shifting into that style. But since we have a multi-style, not a multi-style map, but a multi-lap map, we can maybe go for some more donations.
Absolutely, absolutely. Let's get this party rolling. We got $20 from Mine again with no comment. But dude, you are on fire with those donations. Thank you very much. We also got $15 from Yogosun that says,
nice.
Let's go, Canyon! Hog!
So yeah, Yogosun is one of the best players in-game. He's playing for one of the best teams, so the iBoys team, along with TrackMania. And he started playing recently, and he now has some world records on Kenyan. Some of the most prestigious ones, like AO1, the first map we played.
Yeah, exactly. So thank you so much for that from one of the best Kenyan players out there. But I mean, we were already talking a bit about the esports side of the game, that unfortunately Kenyan, which is a great style if you ask me, is a bit dead. But of course we have some other styles in there with TrackMania 2020 being released, but this really resulted into a split of the community. But I mean, there's coming up, or hype is coming up again in this game, in TrackMania 2020. That is really, really nice, and people are gradually coming back to that they are going for one game. But it's, of course, like, this is very unique with this drifting and everything, and it's too bad that this is not really like known that much actually.
Where there are not that many complex mechanics to just drift, but drifting is already a complex mechanic. You have like double drift that we'll see later in the run, short drift, long drift, trying to adjust your angle. So it might sound easy, but just try the game and you'll see how hard it can be on TrackMania. TrackMania is always a game that looks easy when you watch it, but then when you try to play it, it becomes suddenly much harder.
It's very hard to master. Yeah. I agree with that. and also on the new, or on all of the different environments, we have different techniques. Of course, some look the same, but of course the drift, you have to hold a very precise line, and we can just see that from Rasta there, approaching the last bit of the multi-lap map and now going to BO6, that, you know, if he oversteered there, or if he just went for a very, very direct line, he would lose the speed and it would be slower. So that's the spirit about the game here, or of the game. And as we can see in the meantime, that TrackMania is on the next track already. So this is BO7, if I recall it correctly.
It is.
Perfect. Also doing a great job here. Now this ending, again, a slide that you have to do, but you can see very gentle steering movement, not as much as, or only as much as required, finishing very far to the right. And on Stadium, this would definitely look different. Are you going for the flip, TrackMania?
Would everyone like to see the flip?
On which
Go
one?
for it.
On BO8, let's go for it.
BO8.
All right. Oh.
Oh, not this flip. Okay,
I
come
don't
on.
think I have enough speed now.
Ah, you chickened out, but okay, you still made it somewhat.
Still flipped.
Yeah,
It
still flipped.
still counts, right?
That still counts though. But nice, stylish front flip there, I think it was.
I'm also going for it, gonna try it. And this map has no CP, so the next map that I will be playing. So if you just miss the jump, you just have to reset and play the whole map. Thank God it's only 15 seconds long, but you can lose a lot of time. So this is one of the riskiest maps in the speedrun, because you have some really tight roads and you need really precise steering movement.
Especially with the counter at the start. But let's take a look. How will Rasta do that, or cope it, let's say like that? Last time you did it, but I don't want to jinx it. And I'm good at jinxing, as you could have seen. Oh man. Okay, let's see. Is he gonna make it?
And that's a decent enough flip, not the best one, but I got it.
Yeah, I mean, on Stadium you would have slowed down tremendously, but due to the different physics in Valley, I'm always saying, in Canyon, you have made it there. So that is great. Great job there. Great job. So TrackMania, by the looks of it, is one map ahead. Ahead of Rasta. So he's already at B10. And Rasta is at the BO9. So a track where you want to avoid bumps in the ending that are coming up now. So here you can slow down, and also you have this long passage there with a wall ride that you have to do. And then of course you don't want to clip it there, and also want to avoid the bumps that are just there, left, right and center. You want to take a very precise line, but he has made it very nicely.
Maybe we can make a first real-time without loads comparison with Trolley, with your B10 splits, so people can know who's ahead so far.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean your split on B10 with your timer.
Oh,
yeah.
It's 2037. That's my PB splits at the moment.
Yeah, but did you finish B10 yet? No.
No.
He's on lap number 5
Yeah.
right now.
Lap number 2.
So he's at 130 by the looks of it. I mean, where are you?
Well, I am on.
I
yeah,
finished
I am on
P10.
lap number 2.
I think TrackMania's 1 minute ahead right now. But let's go for some more donations. So let's go.
Absolutely. We got $25 from Geek right here that says, Rasta and MrTrolyMoly crushing it on the tarmac, and Turbo doing the same in the commentary box. Godspeed to the Canyon racers. Keep it up, boys. Thank you so much, Geek. And we got $20 from 8B Waffle that says, good luck to both of the runners. Always love to see MrTrolyMoly rocking some canyons. And we got $15 from Anonymous that says, Canyon.
Yo, thank you, Geek, also one of the main casters in the game. So my partner in crime, let's say like that. Thank you guys so much to you, Geek, and to everyone else who is donating to save the children. That is awesome. Very
All right,
nice.
so I finished B10 in 21:05. So surely you have your time, maybe, just so we can compare.
Yep, I got a 2044.
Oof. And also here
Told
we
me
have
that you bonked.
some B12, so Trolley is going for a cut on this map. It's a consistent cut, so it's also viable for speedrunning. So just turning around on that CP and doing a reroute and then just finishing the track normally. So great clearance there as well. And Rasta is still one map behind. So map number 11 for him, where you want to take a diagonal line to get more airtime and also just do smooth steerings. And there you can see it here. You want to get the auto drift from that by tilting your car just a little bit. And also here, lower your airtime. That was a bummer, unfortunately, but that can happen if you go for that line. But still, he doesn't lose too much. He doesn't have to reset to the start, but to the next checkpoint, and he still finishes the round.
Yeah, that was quite unlucky. I think I released too much and I went too much on the diagonal line. So this is the first map where we have a consistent cut that we can do in speedruns, because this is a reroute. And we just skip from one CP to another. So I will do a 180 on this turn. Then I will climb up. Then do a precise jump. So with a minimal steering movement right there. Avoid to bonk, but I will bonk, never mind. And then I will just finish the track. So this was not worthy because I did crash, but it does save about a second.
Yeah, bonk indeed. So this can of course happen, but it's also for the good cause, because for every bonk, Rasta and me will donate 1 year to save the children. And we have already TrackMania being on the next multi-lap map. Very, very technical map. And with a lot of drifts and a lot of tight corners, but trust me guys, it will get even tighter here. The turns will be very hard on the next upcoming maps. A lot of small passages where you have to squeeze your car through and also get yourself a very good drift on this one. Also, this track was in TrackMania Turbo, if I recall it correctly. Just some parts of it, right?
Yep.
I think it was.
It's the number 40, I believe. No,
40?
It's not.
No, 40 was a stadium. I think it's
it's one of the numbers.
And maybe it's in the green series. I think
It's 50. That's
yeah,
the
then
one.
it's 50. Yeah, then it's 50. So TrackMania Turbo, also a great game. I really loved playing that, and we had a lot of tracks that were actually remakes. And also this map has been used there. And yeah, Rasta is coming to that very soon. He's on track B14 and also makes that there and is joining B15 now.
Yes, I am. So B15, as I said, is a map used in TrackMania Turbo. TrackMania Turbo was the first TrackMania game released on console in 2016, and it was also released on PC. This is probably the TrackMania game that I played the most, because this is the one where I started on, basically. And it had basic functions due to being a console game, so this is why most of the community did not play it a lot. But it had a really interesting solo campaign with 4 different environments and 200 tracks, so that's a lot. And if you were able to beat all the offer medals on all the 200 tracks, so if you could beat the Nadeo developers, then you would unlock the Super Solo, which is a game mode where you had times set by pro players. Basically what Nadeo did before the release of the game was giving some pro players a taste of the game by making them play the maps and setting some super fast time. And once you unlock this campaign, the goal is to get all the Super Track Master medals, as they are called, and only a dozen of people got it. And so this is really a feat, huge gaming feat to do.
Yeah, it definitely is. It is very hard to do that. Firstly, just getting all the 200 auto times. It's a very nice arcade racer, and also one of my favorite TrackManias. I agree with that. A lot of people were thinking about something different, maybe the next new online multiplayer, but it has the best single player, if you ask me. Also with that incentive that you can actually go for those super track master medals that were very, very hard to get, very hard to obtain. Some medals are only, have only been grabbed by, I think, 20 or 30 players thus far, when over 100,000 players at least have played this track. So that is crazy to think about.
even more than that because the game was free at the time period on the
true, yeah.
Xbox Pass and also on the PS4 Pass or something like that. So more than, I think 3 million people played it on PS4 or even more, and 1 million on Xbox.
That's awesome. That is very cool. I knew that, but I didn't know that those were like that many players actually.
Well, it was not a really popular game on PC. I think we have like maybe 300,000 so far. But yeah, it was a bit more popular when it was free on the PlayStation and on Xbox. And some people discovered the TrackMania series by playing Turbo, and then they switched to the games where the community was the most active. So TrackMania 2 Stadium at the time, or the new TrackMania right now.
Yeah, that's great indeed. A great game, TrackMania Turbo. So if you are into solo or like arcade racers, that's definitely something for you. As we have CO1 for TrackMania coming up. Now actually CO4 already. Okay, I was actually at Rasta's screen there. So CO4 and Rasta is at CO2, right? Or is that CO1?
I'm driving CO1.
Yeah, CO1.
A little bit behind, just a little bit.
Just a tad.
Just a tad,
I was not expecting you to be that fast because I didn't think I lost like 20 seconds on the first 30 tracks. So I was really surprised. And that was a goal split, so quite surprising.
Well, it can happen. So also here, the wall bang here, that was intended. But yeah, you can see TrackMania's driving. It's smooth. It's just great. Let's just say like that. Also here, the last part of that, and he's already going to the next multi-lap map. So let's go ahead for some more donations.
This one's notorious for the tight road you was on about earlier, Turbo.
Yeah, true that. Let's go for some more donations here.
Speaking of tracks, our next donation here is actually referencing a track. You see, guys, what's your knowledge on D13?
Okay, I think we can wait until we reach D13 to talk about the lore of D13.
Because we got a donation here, $30 from EX Kirby, that says the following here. Glad to see this game at ESA. Just remember, Valpog. Also, there's another 30 in it if you go for the proper skip on D13.
I think I'm not gonna try it. Trolley did practice it, so he might go for it, but I'm not gonna go for it.
That is tempting, actually. Oh no.
Come on,
go for it. Come on, let's do it. Do it, I want to do it.
I'm doing it.
It's the biggest cut, but it's so lucky. But man, if you get that...
It's not that lucky. You have way more insane cuts that we'll see in the Red Series, and that we won't do, of course. We'll only talk about these.
But yeah, this would be awesome if you can go for that. But it's a very, very hard cut. I can tell you that. D13. So yeah, right now we see TrackMania being on CO5 and approaching the last lap. That is great. And also Rasta joining in very soon on CO5. Also a good time, yeah, I think, by TrackMania, if I recall it correctly.
I crashed once on...
What was your time, Charlie, on CO5?
I got on 29.50. That was
no,
my
I mean
final
the time on the track, not in total.
Oh, I have no idea. I don't pay attention.
Yeah, because this is definitely one of the hardest tracks with some super tight roads, and in the end you want to do a single drift or double right turn, and this is not really easy to do. You really have to adjust your drifting lines to not lose the drift. And yeah, this is one of my best maps, but you can easily mess up and bonk into the wall. So this is what I'm gonna avoid. Did you get... How many bonks did you get, Charlie?
I got one big one.
Oof. That sucks to hear.
I mean, it's good for you, then you're coming back, right? But
yes,
it
is. I'm just waiting, for the 5 last tracks where we'll go full speed on D15. That's gonna be amazing. 10 tracks, 10 minutes, amazing.
Yeah, that will be absolutely amazing, but of course a clown fiesta.
Oh so yeah, bonk fiesta for sure.
Bonk fiesta, true.
Yeah, you can count in the chat, but these bonks will not count towards our incentive to donate $1 for ESA because it would just be too much. Or if people want to donate for us, then you can do so for sure.
It would be too much indeed. So Rasta almost on his last lap on CO5. One of your best maps, I think.
Well, it was, but I haven't practiced it yet, so I'm quite far from my PB and it's super difficult to save time. because you have to go for some super tight lines. I did not crash once, so that is really great. I'm gonna end up with a 136, but my PB is a 133.9. And now we're switching to one of the most monkeyest map for me, with where you want to avoid a roof hit. So I'm gonna have to try to brake. I will try to go for it. Normally I would go for the safe strat, which is to just release a lot. So first we'll first right turn, then go into a left turn, so I do a counter drift by braking even more, and then I arrive on this right-hander where I do a drift, line up for the booster, brake as much as I can, avoid the roof, and then drop perfectly. Oh, so that was quite a nice turn. And then I go for the drift, another drift at super high speed, and I did not bonk, so that's a win situation for me.
Oh man, that was actually a good run for you. I mean,
and that was a goal speed, of course, because I don't often go for it in a run setting.
But yeah, that was actually a good run because, as I've mentioned before, and those tight parts on the canyon are really hard to cope. Also, this uphill drifts that you can see there from TrackMania barely going to the finish. Okay.
I was focused on something else because I was dropping frames, so I wasn't watching the game. My bad.
Oh man. Oh man,
so,
oh
yeah,
man. So you got distracted there. You got distracted there. Okay, so next multi-lap map for TrackMania. Map number C10 is coming into play, and we have time for some more donations.
Absolutely, absolutely. Me and my friend are working behind the scenes here to keep track of all the scores here as well. So it's looking interesting right now. But onward to some donations. We got $35 from Snoop from the French restream as well. That just says superb marathon. Thank you so much for that $35. Very superb. And we got $10 from Mini Rop that says, hey ESA, being French and British, all I can say is that I'm rooting for the winner.
Oh no, we don't want to do that kind of confrontation. At least we didn't face England during the Euro, but we lost against Switzerland, so that's even worse.
Wow.
And we got $10 from Apnea that says, good luck with the run guys and keep up the good cast turbo. Thank you so much for those generous donations, everyone.
Thank you everyone for your generous donations indeed. So TrackMania is about to finish a C10 here, going into the last lap just now here in this turn.
Damn, already 2 minutes ahead, that's a lot. But I didn't expect loading times to be that slow for me, so I really apologize for that. But I hope I can catch up. Yeah.
Just kidding. Oh man. But yeah, I mean, you're a bit behind. But
yeah, he's also faster, but...
So will you catch up on the D13 cut?
Because you're gonna try it for 3 minutes straight, right?
Yeah, probably.
Well, I did a marathon and I also had an incentive to do the D13 cut. I got it after like 3 minutes. I think you're gonna get it faster because you practiced it.
Who knows, who knows. Are you also gonna go for that, Rasta, actually?
Well, I'm too far behind, so no. I excuse the audience, but I won't go for that cut.
So you just hope that he is bonking all the time and
absolutely.
You're catching up then. Because 2 minutes is already a tremendous gap that you have to clear. You're not playing particularly bad, so I just have to give... Hopefully I'm not jinxing you. I'm actually jinxing you again by just giving you a shout out and saying that you're playing well. Come on, what is happening? Like, every time I'm just jinxing everyone here.
No, I'm just jinxing myself on my streams. I always jinx myself. I'm like, oh, that's great, and then 5 minutes later I just bonk. I have so many clips where I'm like, oh, this is a PB, nice, and I just bonk once again. As I told you that, I told you. I always jinx myself.
You always jinx yourself, but yeah, another one added to that.
To that collection, absolutely.
Exactly. So we have a C12 coming up for TrackMania, which has a very, very hard last drift. So let's see if he can make that on this map as Rasta is coming closer to that fourth lap here. So still 2 more laps to go for him as we see his front being gone there, just flying through his screen. This was actually first time I had that was a jump scare for me. I remember that when my car was breaking down and then this the front of the car was just coming. I was like, whoa, what is happening?
Yeah, I'm sorry for breaking, for hurting this ESA car. This is a skin that I made for last year's run. I just updated it, so I hope you like it. And I bonk one more time because I was talking. Thank you. At the exact same spot. Nice. Oh god.
Man.
And
So
I did a triple bonk on the map before, so that was also nice.
Do you mind if I butt in with a donation?
Go ahead.
Absolutely not.
Thanks. No, just kidding. Love you guys. We got $50 from D13. And the only thing they say is I dare you.
Okay, I'm gonna try just for one attempt, and if I don't get it, then I go the normal way. Okay. I'm gonna try.
That's what we're talking about, man.
But
Great.
there's like a 1% chance I do the cut, like really 1% chance, because I did not practice it at all.
That would be awesome. That would be a gamer moment then.
Oh,
So
yeah.
hopefully you can do it. Oh man. So TrackMania still ahead, but bonking again. Just when I speak his name, yeah. So TrackMania bonking there on a spot where you really lose a lot of time. But also
just play TrackMania continuously and then I will win, so that's good.
You can either break there on this uphill or you can wallbang. I think wallbang is the world record strat, and he's again on the next multi-lap map, C15. You want to avoid the rocks there and also the bumps on the dirt on the outside of the map. So you want to take outside lines there. And the maps or the multi-style maps are getting gradually longer, as you can see. Also the maps itself in the red campaign, we have a lot of long maps, but also maps that have a death loop.
Absolutely, so death loop is just a really big loop where you want to have minimal steering in order to not lose grip, and because this is also a tight road. I'm coming in now also on CL12 with one of the hardest drifts in the game because it's a super close 90 turn, and you also have rocks on the left side, so this is why you have less movement to steer. So I'm gonna try to get it. I'm just releasing a lot. Sorry for not going full speed. My apologies. Maybe I could do a flip right there. Yes, and I just finished. It's great. And coming into C13, you didn't talk about that, but this is one of the hardest tracks to do because this is almost a FS map. FS means that you are not using a brake or releasing acceleration, and you have so many bumps that just a slight mistake and then it's game over, you know? So I'm gonna try that.
Yeah, you can definitely save it there. I think we also had a similar track in TrackMania Turbo. I think it was one of the later maps, or also in the Blue series, if I recall it correctly. But that track was also very hard, especially getting that Super Trackmaster medal. That was not that easy. And yeah, you're now coming to C14, where you have to release on that uphill and jump to a very, very tight passage. You're gonna see that very soon, as we have a TrackMania being already on lap number 3. Coming closer to lap number 4 here, 25 seconds into the lap on map C15. So he's approximately, a little bit more than 2 minutes ahead of Rasta here. So great job thus far.
Thank you.
Yeah, amazing job, Trolley. Really proud of you. True gamer moments, you know.
I mean,
Are you going for a world record now?
Perhaps.
I don't see your splits on stream or on screen, let's say like that. How far ahead or behind are you guys behind your PB?
I am currently 13 seconds behind my personal best.
I am currently 54 seconds because of some unfortunate crashes, of course.
Happens to the best. So you can see
my PB is a 125.01 and Trolley's PB is a 124.39 and is the current world record.
Yeah. Indeed.
And so this is without loads because, as you can see, I have much longer loading times, even if I have SSD. This is still a problem, so this is why we do that.
There you can see the head-to-head comparison at 2 minutes 30, give or take, is the lead for TrackMania. And let's go for some more donations, maybe some more D13 donations.
Oh yeah.
Don't worry, they will arrive soon when it's time. But what I wanted to say right now is that looking at all those donations coming in right now, I noticed that they are not really assigned to any donation incentives. So I want to quickly point out that we do have some amazing incentives and bid wars coming up. Like for example, after this run, we do have StarFox 64. And they actually have a bid war going on right now. for which team member to keep alive at the end before going into Venom. Right now we got none of them in the lead, with Slippy following close behind. So if you want to change that outcome, then make sure to assign the incentive to your donation. But speaking of donation, we got $10 from Sihund that says, TM2 Canyon is one of my favorite games of the TrackMania series. Great to see you guys battle it out to save the children. Thank you very much. And he is actually 100% correct. But you want to know what else is 100?
Yeah.
D13?
Nah, this it would have been funny, but no. This $100 donation from MDF that says, Go Trolley and Rasta. Thank you so much for that generous $100 donation towards Save the Children.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
Thank you very much. That is great. So DO3 for TrolyMoly, he was at DO2, where you have had a super long jump and also a very, very tight section. We have to avoid hitting the rocks and also don't want to hit the limitation of the road there onto the right. So he was doing that one really nicely. You have to hit a very precise line because the jump is also very blind. But he was just doing that as we see Rasta still being on the track C15. But he is about to finish here, coming into the last lap just now. And also TrolyMoly here with a great line over this map. You want to go, yeah, you can also go inside there, but I think you just had the better alignment over this one, so that's why you didn't went inside the pillar, right?
You go outside the pillar, you get more speed, and it actually saves time.
Okay, I see.
On which map?
On DO3.
Yeah.
You go outside. I think I go inside.
Yeah, you go inside. I know that. You go inside. So DO4 next. Map DO5. Actually, we have a surprise on this map, I think, if you can call it like that, right?
Yes, we do.
We have a surprise on this map. You will be a bit confused. And also, what was that bug from you, TrolyMoly? That was interesting to see there, that his car was bouncing off. So we have some bugs in the game. They have been fixed in a TrackMania 2020 in the new installment, but all of the games that were in Mania Planet had a history with bugs in the game where your car is just bumping, especially when you land on a surface. But yeah, also now we have Rasta being on DO1 with the death loop, but he's not cutting it because the cut is very hard, because this map has, I think, no checkpoint towards the ending where you can cut the death loop, but it's not easy to do. So let's see how he's doing that. Okay, yeah. Goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye. I just crouched on DO2, nice.
Yeah.
Just peer pressure by TrolyMoly. I know he's going fast, but I try to go fast and I just mess up.
That's DO2, not DO1. I was wrong with that. I messed that one up.
Break. Oof! I just avoided the rocks. I did not go for the risky strat, which is to go full speed and to the right. And in the end, you have a really lucky cut, probably one of the luckiest ones. There you go, save that for you. Which is to directly jump into the finish instead of doing this right turn and then left-hander.
Yeah, I mean, that was very close of you hitting the wall there. But you can see TrolyMoly turning around on map number DO5. It is faster to go backwards to just turn around because the routing is just better for you. And yeah, I mean, did you guys actually play the map the other way, or like the intended way? And how does it feel playing it like in this direction? Maybe TrolyMoly can say something about that.
Well, going this way is definitely more easier than going the normal way.
Absolutely.
So it's definitely viable for the speedrun as well. Okay. Even if it may not be faster than the normal way, but it's still 10 times easier.
Well, it is faster than normal way.
It is faster than the normal way, but usually you are still slower than the world record going the normal way.
Yeah, but because the world record going the normal way is like crazy, but then the world record going the reverse way is even crazier.
Yeah. I think the world record going the normal way is like something like a 3:41?
No, 45, I guess. I think it was a 45.
Oh, is it?
I'm not sure. It was an old world record, but I think I saw a video about a 3:45 on that track.
Yeah.
Probably from Yogo-san.
Probably.
He has a lot of world records obtained in this campaign.
Well, he wasn't playing at that time, so probably not from him, but...
Yeah, maybe.
If my memory serves me correctly, I think it was Quentin who held the world record.
Okay, so let's just go for some more donations here.
Absolutely. We got $25 from Shaynimi that just says, "You guys rock." No, you rock for that amazing $25 donation right there. We got $10 from Helico that says, "Go, go, Canyon." And go, go, you for that awesome $10 donation. And an anonymous $5 donation that just says, "Save the dirt."
Thank you very much for the donations. And there we can see again, so right now exactly 3 minutes is the lead for TrackMania, coming also for Rasta on the next multi-lap map, which is of course DO5. So we have some more tracks to go until the players have to play full speed. They cannot break them, so they have to do everything full speed. Of course they have to bomb into walls, but let's see, maybe Rasta is coming back there in this one. 3 minutes is of course a huge lead, but with some respawns, TrackMania can lose that. But of course I don't want to jinx it or just provide or give you guys some pressure. But this map is also not too easy in terms of driving it like that. It's very technical. Of course, the length of that as well, you can see almost 4 minutes, and that is very long. Here for TrackMania, 3 minutes 55, and then we have Rasta still having to do some more laps. So DO6 is another map with a smooth steer in this left turn. Very, very nice two-wheel driving, so you just get way more angle out of that, as you could have seen there. So great job from TrackMania. And also here, just squeezing your car in that right-hander. Great job. And yeah, nice job so far on this map, TrackMania.
Thank you.
Mind if I sneak in?
Go ahead.
Pog. We got $14 from Opsic TMN that says, "Thanks for the content." What? Oh, whoops. Thanks for the content. Thank you for that awesome $14 donation. And we got $50 from Stubby McDoobie. Awesome name, by the way. "First time seeing ESA live and loving the event and all the runs. As it's my birthday, I thought it would be a good day to give my first donation. Good luck to all the runners, and here's a great event." Thank you so much for that generous $50 donation. And it's actually going towards that Star Fox 64 incentive or bid war to see who of the team is he gonna keep at the end, and that went towards making none of them continue towards in the lead. So if you want to see that change, you should get your donations in for that, because that run is coming up after this TrackMania run, so you don't have much time left.
You don't have much
happy
time
birthday
left.
to you.
Can we get some Field's birthday man in the chat for the first donation? Thank you very, very much for everyone who has partaken to save the children, also through the incentives. That is awesome. So that is very, very cool. And now DO8 for TrackMania is also a map that is definitely not the easiest. The world record uses 2 cuts that are insanely lucky and save 8 seconds. And I remember playing this track for the first time 10 years ago. I was so frustrated by all those jumps. I was always flipping, bonking, making mistakes. That was really a trial and error for me. But this cut on this map is absolutely incredible. I can tell you that. So you just bounce off of that last CP and go into the finish. You cannot comprehend what is happening there. It is an insane cut on this one.
Absolutely. So this is one cut that we are definitely not going to try, even with a $1,000 incentive.
Wow.
I can tell you that.
Yeah, but it's like winning the lottery. Exactly. It's so hard to do. And also DO5 done for Rasta. Now he goes to DO6. And so very close of coming to the actual incentive in this run, which is going for yeah, no brakes on map number D15 to E04. So from the last 6 track, the last 5 ones, they are going for no brakes.
And also full gas, so we can't even release.
Yep, exactly. Full gas, no brakes. So you have to really think what you are doing and maybe just wallbang somewhere. And of course, with a respawn, you will lose a lot of time.
And if we do release, then we will have to press on the respawn button. I don't have my input shown. I would have loved to show the inputs, but I just completely forgot, so I apologize for that.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, you were running something beforehand and you can forget that in a matter of events. So that is fine. You're doing a great job also clearing that map very nicely. And now DO7 is coming up and we already have a TrackMania being on map D10. So a whopping or a good lead for TrackMania thus far and a nice run.
That's soon going to shrink.
You think you're not feeling confident about that?
No.
Oh, damn.
I mean, he practiced D15 the normal way, and I asked to play at full speed, so he doesn't know what's gonna happen.
Betrayer, kind of.
Okay, I'm going for the cut on this one. So basically, there's a first cut where you go to the left on that jump, and the second cut is just going between the trees right there. I'm gonna try to avoid every tree if I can. I can maybe drive a little bit safe, and I did bonk. I did land. Then I can drive backwards and finish the cut. So yeah, this cut is difficult, but I just wanted to showcase it to you because I'm so far behind, but it doesn't really matter. Just kidding. We want some show going, you know.
Yeah. Some stunts to do, so great job there. I mean, it's hard to really see that because sometimes the textures are a bit different with the trees and you cannot really see that, or you just hardly see them, let's say like that. So D07 and maybe D08 is coming up now, and maybe some more donations.
Absolutely. But there's something I want to announce before that. You see, looking at the trackers and stuff here, we are closing in on our next 2 milestones actually. The first milestone being, of course, $19,000. We're right now at 18,838. So we're really closing in there. But we're also reaching another important milestone. We are slowly approaching our total donation amount for ESA 2013, I believe there. We are about $400 away from that milestone. So guys, how about we try get that milestone met during this run, or even during this Star Fox 604 run with that amazing bid war? What do you guys say about that?
Yeah, let's do this. Come on, guys.
Come on,
yes,
guys.
I know this TrackMania community can do this. Go.
Wake up, guys. Just kidding.
So, I mean, we were talking about that, but the TrackMania community is... I've played a lot of games, and they are not only generous, but they're so wholesome and kind. I can only repeat that. It's just an awesome community to be in, and yeah, actually very cool. Playing this game for 12 years, and I think both of you are already playing that for a longer time span as well, right?
I've been playing since 2015.
I've been playing competitively since mid-2019.
And before that, you played casually as well, or?
Yeah, I did. I played casually since maybe 2017.
Yeah, okay. I mean,
with,
but that's
TMNF.
Yeah, TMNF. I mean, maybe I'm a bit longer there, but I know a lot of players that are actually around there since 2008, since 2007, and still playing a game for 4 or 5 years straight, or just go with the installments that are coming out. It's definitely a long time, and you guys are probably also very, very have a positive mindset about the community, right?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
100%.
So I am actually on D10, a map with some really hard blind jumps, so you don't have any visual cues, so you just have to rage, of course, in the chat for every jump. With a very tight landing zone, and all of that, after that is just some drifts. So this is definitely a difficult multi-lap, and then we'll come to the almighty D15, which is probably the hardest track in the game, even harder than EO3, because it's like 10 laps of insane stuff, and it's gonna be even worse in full speed.
Yeah.
Psst.
Hello. Who's there?
Hello. It's 19K!
Let's go!
RIP
Let's
ear
go!
user.
Sorry about that. I got too excited. But the only Anonymous donated $162. Nice round number. Here we come. Thank you so much, Anonymous. We are so hyped right now.
Yeah, thank you very, very much. That is very generous and also goes into the good cause to save the children. Thank you very much for that. But yeah, 19,000, that is great. That is very, very nice. And what is also nice is that both players have to play. I'm really looking forward to that, actually. Have to play full speed without braking. Oh man, it's coming closer. You cannot avoid it now.
We are mentally prepared for this, or maybe we are not. We'll see on the first lap of D15.
Yeah, 10 laps it is. D15 is 10 laps, so the length also has changed there. We have a D15 having a length of 10 laps, as Rasta has mentioned already, and then the last lap of the campaign has a length of 15 laps. So a lot of things to do. Of course, the map gets repetitive if you race that map, but of course endurance is required there, so it will definitely not be easy, especially doing it full speed. But EO5 is again normal, but maybe they have to get used to that again. Who knows, who knows.
Did you do the D13 cut, Trolley, or are you coming on D13?
I'm trying to do the D13 cut right now.
Yeah, I was actually mentioning that here. So TrackMania goes for a cut on D13. We have to jump over there, but it's really random because the bounce is different. And with that, actually, it is... yeah, Rasta coming a bit closer here with that because he's going for that. Let's see if he gets it now. Oh, looking good. Oh, almost climbing it. That was very close of making that. But yeah, the cut on this map is actually not too easy. It's quite lucky to say like that because the bouncing is always a bit different. But actually now he makes it. But of course you also have to land it afterwards. So very, very close. But nice effort there, not gonna lie. And of course, that was the incentive. So D13 cut. And yeah, so you will only proceed if you finish with the cut, right?
I will give it 2 minutes.
Okay,
yeah,
that's fair. That is fair.
Just for me to catch up.
So you have to land on top of that and then drive into the finish, or just go close to the finish because you actually don't have a checkpoint on this map, and also the safe route is also has also a cut with a hard first half pipe jump, if I recall that correctly. So close again. I mean, it's hard because you cannot estimate that bounce, and you also have to land on there. But yeah, with that, we have Rasta coming closer, dangerously closer. So we might have a race D12 for Rasta.
Well, if you want, I will tell you when I reach a D13, and then you can stop practicing because if you don't get it. Just so we can get in pace with the full speed section, if you don't mind.
Yeah, you can do that. I can also take care of that, or like you can just say that. I think that's fine. Okay.
Nope.
No, that was so close.
I panicked and I kept reversing.
Yeah, I was seeing that. I think without reversing you would have gotten it. But sometimes that's what you do. You just regret your decision in the very last moment, then it's already too late. But there you can see the cut is very hard. But of course that was the incentive there for another $30. So nice effort still from you, TrackMania.
Right, I'm gonna give it one more go.
Okay, pulse champ.
I'm catching.
Okay, come on, let's make it. Oh, let's go! Let's go! The hero attempt. You're joking me, are you? Oh no!
Oh no!
I need to watch the replay after that, man.
No
the
way!
peer pressure got to me, man.
Oh.
And I'm not getting it. Okay, fine.
Well, all of a sudden it's equal again, as you can see here. But of course, you messed up the other cut as well. Oh, TrackMania, that is not going your way, and now we have the full speed coming up. But I think you were not on PB anyway, right?
No, I was.
You were? And
Yeah, I was a second behind PB.
Oh, damn it.
I ruined it for all you in chat right now.
I mean...
Ooh, nice flip from me on D13. I got a nice landing, I guess.
Yeah, I've seen that one. The front flip. Great job. But yeah, it's very equal right now. Oh, actually, Rasta now is ahead. That's how far it can go. He is now on D14. Yeah. The last track.
Ready for D15, Trolley?
No.
No, you're not. I'm not neither.
The last
Gonna
track
try my
before the
best.
incentive. So yeah, what can we talk about in the meantime? I mean, we have a lot of new things in the new TrackMania installment that you have seen beforehand with a track of the days, cup of the days, so the track of the days that have been run, always community-made maps, and then of course there are also a lot of events that are getting more and more in the meantime. So we have a lot of things to do in the game, also with the Royal, so Battle Royale, like, or not Battle Royale, but the Royal mode, like in Fall Guys, has been introduced in TrackMania. So it's great to see that the developers are actually like creating something new every time.
D15 time.
Yeah,
Good luck!
and maybe we could do the last lap in normal, just so people could see the normal driving line, you know?
Yep, can do that.
Okay, I mean, you guys can maybe try to explain what you're doing now, and I'm gonna take a sip of water. So go ahead, guys.
Okay.
Ooh, we're going auto slide. That's good.
Okay, so there is a ramp on
released the
my
gas.
left turn, so I'm gonna try to get it. Alright.
Oh, this
Right,
is hilarious.
and you auto slide here. Very nice. I'm gonna utilize the auto slide a lot here.
Yeah, that's what you get from
Okay,
coming
never mind.
from
I guess this was not a safe strat.
coming from the sand to the tarmac, and then you car tilts a bit, and then you just get an auto slide. So that is what MrTrolyMoly tries to do here. But we can also go for some more donations here on a D15, and nice bonk.
Thank you.
Bonk.
Bonk.
We got $10 from Dark Abyss that says, "Good luck, Trolley and Rasta." Speaking of bonking, though, how many bonks are we on right now, Turbo? Are you keeping track?
No, I have not. I have the chat not open, and I didn't count, so I have to check in the VOD afterwards. But of course, this map is not included in that because it would be too much. But have you kept track of that or not?
I've sadly not been able to keep track of that because me and my beautiful screen and mod have instead been keeping track of the time of each track for that, score table there that the runners have asked us of. But of course, we're not gonna count D15 as well because, all gas, no brakes.
Exactly. All gas, no brakes, and we see that the beautiful car, the beautiful ESA car being so damaged there. And I think TrackMania has collisions off.
Yep.
So that's why you cannot see the damage that the car has taken there. So we see Rasta on lap number 3. So of course 10 laps of multi-lap on this one. And then TrackMania approaching lap number 3. Bonk right now. Okay, never mind. Oh man.
I need to take this corner from the inside. That's much better.
Alright, I think I'm gonna release a little bit more there.
Release?
No, not release, my bad. Just try to release by bonking into other blocks beforehand. I'm going full speed, like really. You
Don't
can't see
cheat.
me.
Just glue your button.
Oh, it is glued right now. My finger is pressed on the trigger as hard as it can be.
Are you accelerating with the trigger? Okay, interesting.
Yeah, I brake with a button and I accelerate with a trigger. I find it easier to do.
I actually accelerate and brake with my right thumb. So A is acceleration and X is braking. What about you, TrackMania, actually?
I use a RT for trigger for accelerate, and I use left bumper for braking. Actually.
Left bumper?
Yeah.
So you just press that in?
Yeah.
I had issues with that because I had the menu there as well, and I always pressed the button too hard, and then, then you're just braking, and that would be not good, right?
I have my menu button on a completely different button.
Okay, but still, that's an interesting setting, not gonna lie. So in TrackMania you can, of course, just customize your settings, and also you have a different device, or some people have different devices that you can play with. As we see TrackMania struggling a lot going into that checkpoint there, but eventually made it. But you can play with keyboard, that's the default variant of playing it, but of course you can also use a controller, or we also have one player that is playing with a steering wheel. Yeah, we all know who we're talking about.
And someone was playing with a mouse also from time to time.
That's Gwen. That's
Gwen. Nice
flip!
Nice!
Let's see that flip here. Nice 360 there. And also continuing like nothing has happened.
Absolutely.
Oh man, that is hilarious.
So people can spam some bonk emotes in the chat, or Yep3. So Yep3 is a meme referencing Massa, a top streamer, where when you hit a tree, just spam the emote. So people can spam that in chat if they want to.
The Yep3, so the Yep emote, and then of course the tree as well. Looking very hilarious, but also this incentive is absolutely hilarious.
Wait until we come to EU2, EU3 and EU4. Yeah, that's insanely difficult.
So lap number almost 4, Rasta here, who's coming closer. Oh, and makes it, but had to respawn. He respawns more often than Troly, but actually good save there. Nice effort there as well. So yeah,
I'm gonna try risky this one. Nope. Oh, maybe.
So I think the goal for both of you on this map is a sub 7-minute time.
Yeah, absolutely. We won't. Absolutely.
Like with a normal way, they could have gone for that, but you see, they lose a lot of time over the passage here.
Oh, maybe I can go over the fence. Maybe. Yep, I do.
Nice.
And I just can't move forward, so I just lost 30 seconds of my time. Nice.
Oh no, I see. So you're just stuck in a certain angle, and that's why you had to respawn. So with that, TrackMania comes closer, but he's still in lap number 5. And also, guys, they're gonna play the last lap in a normal way.
Yeah.
So that you can see the difference.
Big difference for sure.
Yeah.
Because Troly just did a top 5 time on this map before the stream, and this is one of the hardest maps. Like, offer medal is probably a 750, and world record is a 645, so that's like a 6 seconds difference per lap, so a huge difference.
Exactly. So maybe we can go for some more donations here in the meantime.
It's a lovely to see. Oh, I absolutely am enjoying this, trust me. But while we wait here, because first of all, the person that did the D13 still hasn't come back yet, so we're keeping an eye out there to see. But for everyone else that right now is thinking, oh, but what can we do now? Well, we do have some lovely bid wars coming up. First of all, as I mentioned earlier, we do have the Star Fox 64 bid war for who the runner will save at the end. And none of them is still in the lead, with Slippy slowly following behind, but none of them is running away. So if you want to actually save someone in the team, you should get your donations in right now for that. We do also have a costume option here for the Resident Evil 3 Nemesis run that's coming up later as well, for which costume the character Jill will wear during the run. And we right now have the classic one in the lead with $300, with the Regina outfit at $114. So if you want to see that change, or if you want to make sure that classic stays in the lead, get those lovely donations in.
Exactly, get those lovely donations in, not only for the incentive, but also to save the children. And they're coming closer here to the last couple of laps. I think they will be certainly very happy about that. We see lap number 8 right now, and both of them are actually going for different strategies, but of course you cannot brake, so that is hard to do. That would actually mess with my brain so much. I would accidentally brake at some point, but maybe you guys just glue the button, or just remind yourself all 3 seconds to that. So lap number 9, last lap for you, Rasta, with only pressing gas.
Okay, let's try to go with some super risky strat for that lap.
Okay, good luck with that.
And I
There
failed.
we go.
Sorry.
Damn. Also, TrackMania coming a bit closer because of that mistake from Rasta. But still, there's only one more lap. But still, 4 more maps to go. We have to play without braking and only accelerating.
Oh, nice. I got it.
Very nice. So now you can play the normal way. Oh, you mean this line there actually by just clipping the fence
Yeah.
and
I mean, you have
slowing
super
down.
high speed, so this seems like a super difficult line, not consistent at all. Okay, so this will be a normal lap, and I will try to explain as much as possible the different strats. So first, you will have, you can have an auto drift, or you can just start the drift manually, then go straight right there, start another drift, a second one to the right, and then you come to this left-hander where you do a first right drift, then left one to do this 180 turn with a lot of speed. 2038 is not a good time because I did not have a good exit speed at the beginning of the lap. And then you have another double drift, so first a drift to the left and then another one to the right, where the exit speed is important, and I didn't get that much exit speed, but it's still going to be a decent lap. Finishing just under 20 minutes. 10 minutes, sorry.
20 minutes.
No, my bad.
Then you have to play with voice commands or blindfolded. But I think even that would be hard. So yeah,
Maybe you can talk
finished.
about playing with voice command, because I think you're an expert at this.
Yeah, I mean, I've played through the TrackMania 2020 campaigns, so there's a new campaign coming out every 3 months, and I've played through those campaigns with voice commands. The only 2 maps that I couldn't finish, that was hilarious, but there was a lot of molding involved with that, let's say like that. And also TrackMania going for his normal lap here, but we already see Rasta being on EO1, so on the black campaign, so only 5 more maps to go.
I was quite lucky with that 360 on the checkpoint, to be fair.
Yeah, sometimes you have to be lucky, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's maybe go for some more donations here.
Absolutely. We got $30 here from the one, the only, EX Kirby. Never have I been as disappointed as when MrTrolyMoly on his final attempt finally crests the wall, only to lifelessly limp off to the side of it, the shortcut remaining unconquered. GG to both of you for trying.
Yeah, at least they tried, indeed.
Thank
I
you,
mean, I
EX
just did
Kirby.
the EU1 shortcut, so.
It was so close, and then he was just having too much speed and he was falling down. So EO1, one of the fastest tracks of the campaign, where we have a lot of red boosters that we have seen at the beginning. So you can definitely go for a respawn there, but we see Rasta already being on EO2. Also a techie map, but EO3 and EO4 will be very, very hard to do, because those are very, very difficult maps by just going for the normal strat even. Also a good flip here from TrackMania. Nice. Oh, will you unturtle?
Nope.
Oh no, damn, that was unfortunate. That was very unfortunate. Sometimes the momentum is going that your car is just landing in the right way, but that wasn't the case. But with a respawn, you have a good adjustment now, and you can make it into the next checkpoint.
And I crushed, nice.
Bonk.
Yeah, this is probably one of the easiest maps to do in FS, because most of the drifts are started without braking, and it's a mostly FS map. But still difficult, as you can see. I bonked, as usual. And I bonked one more time, nice. Nice landing.
Damn. Also, TrackMania went for a cut here, so that's what you can also use on this map. But of course, it wasn't faster. But still, he had the loop cut there in the ending, and now he's going to EO2. So coming a bit closer. Nice bonk there from Rasta.
Yeah.
I was unable to move.
Right to the point.
Yeah, unable to move there. That was unfortunate, but that was already occurring to you on the previous map. On D15, I mean.
Alright, EO3, maybe you can talk about the EO3 lore on TrackMania Stadium. And
Okay.
TrackMania, on all the TrackMania games.
So EO3 was actually always, like in the previous TrackMania installments, the hardest map out of this campaign. You have a lot of things there, and you're gonna see that very soon now. There's so many things that can go wrong there. I think EO4 is a bit harder, but EO3 was
not sure.
always a very, very hard map to do. Gonna see it here as well. You have the death loop, then you have this jump where you have to just squeeze your car and don't over jump it as well. So it is not easy, but of course with full speed it is even harder to do, to nail that. You cannot really estimate that line, but EO3 has the hardest maps in every campaign. So in the other TrackMania installments, we also have campaigns that consist of usually 65 maps. Some differentiate. Let's take TrackMania 2020, for example, but in TrackMania Nations, in Valley, in Lagoon, and of course also in Canyon, we have very hard maps there. Also, that was very, very wicked, but it didn't work out.
Absolutely. This is a more safe approach in FS, I guess.
Safe approach. Yeah, that was.
Oh, and this is going to be the hardest part of the map. So usually, even when you can release, this part is already difficult. So with one booster, and then a lot of bumps, another booster trying to avoid the bugs. There you go. But I can set up for the jump, and then we'll have another part that is really tricky on EO3. So as you said, this is one of the hardest tracks of the map. Maybe the hardest, not multi-lap track. Because D15, if it was only one lap, it wouldn't be that hard compared to EO3. But the problem is that it's 10 laps long, of course.
Yeah, and that is just messing with your endurance. And also here, you want to squeeze your car in between those tight passages and then also get yourself some speed, usually to jump into the checkpoint, but that is very hard. So that's why you went for a wallbang here as well. But you got stuck. That is unfortunate. Yeah. Okay, nice job, and you will be done with this map very soon, actually.
Mind if I sneak in with a donation?
Not a problem.
Go ahead.
We got $50 from D13.
Let's go.
And the only thing they say is, well dared. So they held their end of the bargain as well. Thank you for that generous $50 donation for Save the Children.
Thank you very, very much. Indeed. EO3 cleared. So the last map with the incentive being done by Rasta just now. And we see TrolyMoly still being on EO3. So still a long way to go for him. And so Rasta all of a sudden ahead. But of course, that was due to D13.
Absolutely. Oof. Nice, gonna try to land that. Perfect.
Oh,
go
nice
back on track. Easy stance. And also there is no driver in the car, so you don't have to care about the driver in the car because it's a self-driving car.
Oh man, imagine sitting in that car right now.
Absolutely.
Oh man, that would be...
You better fasten your seatbelt.
Yeah, I think fastening your seatbelt there would not really help you in any regard, but of course, always stay safe in that. So another wallbang there from Rasta. And yeah, I mean, it's only 1 minute, so maybe TrolyMoly can come closer on this map. Between them, you can see that give or take 40 seconds, but he's struggling with that part here, going to that checkpoint. You have to collect every checkpoint before you can actually finish. He misses the entry into that, but now he goes for a respawn and goes the normal way again. But of course, full speed is required there, and Rasta is coming closer here to the ending on EO4. Let's see. Damn, you tried. Exactly, you tried. At least you tried. That is all that matters. But this track is also not too easy. You can see a lot of things that can go wrong, a lot of bumps, a lot of tight passages. But I think this map is fine for this incentive because we have a lot of things where you can actually slow down. Oh damn, that was
nice double front flip, but nice landing, so I'll take that.
Yeah, I mean, it's also good to just slow down because the momentum that you have accumulated.
And I'm stuck.
You're just gonna use that. I stuck. Yeah.
I'm dead.
Yeah. I see that. Oh man. So do you think that the lead of roughly, let's say, 30-40 seconds will be enough to win that one, actually, Rasta? Or can TrackMania catch up?
Keep track of the track wins, but I think Trolley did win with the track wins. And we'll see also with real-time without loads.
Yeah. That is true.
If he was close to his PB, then he was close to the world record, and he was much further ahead than I was. Oh wait, I forgot that I could drive normally on this track. Oh no, I couldn't. So I did go full speed. I was like confused.
Yeah, it's messing with your brain. That is true. Well, this part looks hard actually that you're on right now, Rasta.
Yeah.
This is definitely not easy. Doing that one without braking and just full speed, because you have to land there again. Don't angle your car too much.
And let's do 180 for the turn. Nope, I can't finish with 180.
Denied.
I tried it.
Yeah. So Rasta on the last map. Good luck to you. 15 laps, and the incentive has been cleared by you. Congratulations.
GG.
Yeah, thanks.
And also MrTrolyMoly is close of finishing, but maybe we can go for another donation.
While we are looking through some donations coming in here, I do want to mention what you guys are actually donating for, which is Save the Children. Save the Children works with national and local governments to improve access to education and develop programs where children can improve their literacy and numeracy skills at an early age. Save the Children also provides education in times of conflict or in the aftermath of a natural disaster to ensure children don't have their education interrupted or ended early. And Save the Children works with local and national governments to strengthen policies and systems so that no child dies from a preventable cause. So every donation you guys send in here, either through donations or by running over to our lovely store, where our proceeds there also go towards the charity, you guys are helping such an immense cause, and the TrackMania community has done so much these past 2 hours. So you guys, from the bottom of ESA's hearts, you are amazing for the progress we have done so far for helping all the children out there in the world.
Yeah, thank you very much for the TrackMania community.
Yeah, I didn't. That sounds a bit rude, but I didn't expect anything less from them, because it's just awesome. The community is great. So thank you so much, guys, to save the children, or that you're saving the children here with that regard. And yeah, we have Rasta being on the last map, and so is TrackMania. So 15 laps, and maybe you can quickly go through that track and explain how this map is working.
Maybe Trolley, you can have it a go.
So basically, all you need to do in this map is just keep speed. With any crash, it loses up to about 10 seconds if you crash. If you don't crash, so yeah, this is a really hard map if you want to try to get world record on it.
Yeah, but compared to the other black tracks, it's not that difficult, you know, you can get consistent.
It's not that difficult, but it is punishing when you crash.
Yeah, this map is very long. I mean, 15 laps of consecutive driving. EO5 in TrackMania Nations was 60 laps in length, so even more. And of course, the pressure is rising with each turn that you're taking, and you're ahead of your PB or ahead of your world record. So you have to cope with that pressure very, very well, let's say like that. But you guys are doing awesome here, both in lap number 3. But I think Rasta is now on lap number 4, so he's a bit ahead. But of course, the total map wins count. And I think it might be MrTrolyMoly, but we're gonna find out very soon.
It will be TrackMania.
Maybe.
And Trolley, do you want to go for all flags, full FS speedrun one day?
Maybe.
I mean, let's do this.
Okay. So anything you guys would like to add to the map or anything like that? Maybe we can talk about something else. What was going on in the last couple of months in TrackMania or anything else? Because this map is definitely very long and repetitive.
Well, we are organizing some speedrun competitions lately with the TrackMania speedrunning community that I manage. And for the last 3 or 4 seasonal campaign, So seasonal campaign are campaigns released by the developers every 3 months. We organize what we called a speedrun race. So first, people had to get the offer times on the 25 tracks as fast as possible, and the fastest one could get them in only an hour. So that's insanely fast. And then for 72 hours, people had to speedrun the so-called the seasonal campaign to set the best time. And yeah, so the next season will be released on October the 1st, and I hope to do something even bigger than what we did last time for the summer campaign.
That sounds awesome. That sounds very, very nice. And yeah, lap number 5 for you, for both of you actually. So it is TrackMania coming a bit closer, but still 30 seconds behind. And of course, not the total time matters, the particular map wins matter, but still 10 laps to go. And we can definitely go for some more donations here.
Absolutely. We got $5 from Poslovich from the French restream saying hello. He leaves no comment, but thank you so much for that generous $5 donation. And I also want to remind people that we do have some bid wars as well that you can assign your lovely donations to while you're out here helping a great cause. Once again, we do have the Star Fox 64 bid war there with who the runner's gonna save at the end when he heads into Venom. And none of them are still in the lead with $135, but Slippy is starting to catch up with $101, so we are seeing some change there happening. But if you want to keep none of them in the lead, or want Slippy or anyone else for that matter to actually catch up, now's your chance to get those donations in, because we are running out of time.
Yeah, now is the time to get the donations in for the incentive indeed. And also save the children. You do it for the good cause. And 6 minutes into the track for Rasta. The track probably feels a bit draining now, also because you played through the other maps before and also the speedrun before that, right?
Yes. Well, for Rasta anyway, not for me.
But yeah, I mean for you as well, of course. But I was just checking out his point of view here. But I mean,
well, this map is really repetitive. It's not that difficult. It's not like D15 where you have to stay focused for every turn. You do have to stay focused a bit on EO5, but it's a bit easier. And it's the last track, and there were some times where I was ahead of my PB. I crashed on EO5 and I just lost world record pace. So that really hurts after going through the red maps and the black maps and not crashing.
Yeah.
But it happens.
It can definitely happen. It is what it is. You just threw away a time there. But of course, with just going through the maps and you know that you're on PB, the pressure is just rising. And we all have made that, where we've made a mistake just in the last corner, on the last 2 corners, because the pressure was just too high.
I'm definitely feeling the pressure now.
Are you on a good time?
No, not anymore.
Did you? You touched the wall. You slightly touched the wall, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what time that was. Were you like on a top 10 time, PB time, or what time was that?
Not quite. I'm probably on maybe a 13:08 pace.
That's fast. That's better than my PB at least.
Wow, that is crazy. The TrackMania is gaming on Canyon here, but also Rasta is doing a great job by keeping up. I mean, he is right now ahead, but not maybe in the maths, and of course because TrackMania went for that shortcut on D13.
Absolutely. And I mean, Trolley has tenfold my playtime, so this is really the game that he likes to play. I don't remember when you started playing it, but that's a lot of playtime, man.
Yeah. I'm currently sitting about 4,100 hours.
In this game?
Yeah.
Well, that's a lot.
And I have about 370 hours.
I think in this game I have like 100 to 150 hours because I only played the campaign. But I don't want to talk about my hours in TrackMania Nations. Probably over 10,000.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
I did the calculations for me, and I have like 3,000 over all the TrackMania games in 5 years. So still a lot, but not close to what the pro players have. They have like maybe 20 or 30,000 hours.
Yeah. I mean, TrackMania is also a game. It's such a hard game, and everyone is competing in that. And you know, even like for me, I'm not a pro player or anything, and I have 10,000 hours in this game. I'm nowhere close of this level that they are on. The level in TrackMania is just incredible, and credits to all the players who are on the top level. It's a lot of effort that you have to put in, especially learning new tracks also in the TrackMania Grand League, because I was mentioning already that the maps are very versatile, so you don't only have drifts. So it's in TrackMania 2020, so the new installment with the stadium car. It is very hard to learn all of those tracks. They are very difficult to get consistent on, and of course then you still have to cope with the pressure. And we have one player in TrackMania that really was sticking out from the others. Maybe you guys know who I'm talking about.
Carl Jr., of course.
Yep.
Yep.
Carl Jr., maybe the greatest player who has ever touched the game. Yeah, I mean, he has won the World Cup 4 times already, with the World Cup also taking place in 2021, give or take. It was not a tech tournament, but he is definitely one of the players who is the best. I think every tournament that he was playing in, he got into the final. That is just incredible to think of.
Yeah, and he did win the Zerator Cup 5 times. And in TrackMania, you will mostly find a French and German player base due to Zerator, a French streamer who organized some TrackMania Cups. So he was making some LOL maps. Well, you can't really call them LOL maps, but some maps that were really different from what we used to do at the time, like tech maps. And right now there's also the 2021 edition, and the semi-finals and the finals will be held next week on a Thursday. So tune in to the channel to see the outcome. And I think out of 27 remaining players, 24 are French, 1 is Canadian, so Carl Jr., 1 is from Belgium, and the other one from Switzerland. So all of them speak French. So you can really see the influence from Zerator on the game.
Yeah, he has a huge influence. We also have Trilux in Germany. So for me, as a German speaker, he has also a huge influence on that. And we were also organizing a German TrackMania Cup, which he was casting. So that was also great. So Germany has the second largest community behind France. But of course, Zerator has really grown alongside with the game and has really fostered it, the player base and everything like that. But you guys are coming closer to the finish, so I will just stop talking now and you guys can give time very soon, because lap number 13 for Rasta and lap number 12 for MrTrolyMoly.
Absolutely. Maybe you want to say something, Charlie?
I'm in full focus mode right now.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, then maybe one more set of donations before we're gonna go into the last split of the run.
Absolutely. We got $5 from Spal that says bonk, bonk,
Yeah, bonk.
bonk,
Oh,
bonk,
Bonk.
bonk.
I do have a nice bonk emote because I always crash.
And we have $35 from Uber that says greetings from Speed Gaming Franceau. Great event so far. Thanks to everyone that made this event possible. And thank you guys for those amazing donations. And with that, I just want to say that we are really, really close to beating the ESA 2013 milestone. Less than $100 away. Let's get that map before this run ends.
Go, go. That will be hard though, because they're already in lap 14 out of 15. So they are about to say time in a very small amount here as they're approaching the last lap very soon. But guys, go ahead, save the children, go for the incentives. There are a dozen of things that you can do. Also buy the merch. With that, you will also save the children and support.
Alright, coming in to the last turns, I'm doing releasing the acceleration and going for diagonal 9 to reduce air time. And on this turn, I will go wide to the left to then do a full speed turn. Might not be that efficient. And then we'll have the last remaining turn. So last 10 seconds of a run. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time!
So time for Rasta, and now it's TrolyMoly's turn.
Yep, congratulations, Rasta.
Well, congratulations to you, if it wasn't for that D13 cut attempts.
Bonk.
Yeah.
I just did a wicked slide.
Yeah.
Wicked.
Wicked. It was indeed wicked.
So my time was 7 minutes behind PB for those wondering, so we did lose a lot of time.
Right, I'm going up to the end. Probably 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and time.
GG.
Oh,
Congrats to both of you.
Yeah,
10
Great
minutes
run.
behind. 10 minutes behind my personal best PB.
PB personal best.
Yeah.
Great job though, also with the incentive with the D13. That was great, and I think you guys had a great impression of TrackMania here with the community, also with an older game and also TrackMania 2020 being shown beforehand.
And while they do their calculation, oh, you want to talk? Yeah, you can talk.
No. I just want to. No. You can. I was about to announce the track scoring because our beautiful screener Mod actually finished counting there, and the winner is
Trolley.
Trolley.
Hey, let's go!
Yay!
Congrats!
GG.
GG.
And
nice.
oh, what's this?
donation?
$100 from user Nameals that says no. It is possible to make the landmark in this run, and lo and behold, I believe we should have met the milestone for ESA 2013. That is amazing. Thank you guys so much. And with that, I believe if our screener Mod as well has counted, during the last 2 rounds of TrackMania, you guys in the community have made a total of $1,400 in the span of 2 hours. That is insane. Good job, everyone.
Good job.
Yeah, good job. And how many bonks in total?
Too many.
Too many, so I believe you guys will have to revisit the beautiful ESA votes for that. But thank you guys so much for the run, Trolley and Rasta. Thank you, Turbo, as well, for the amazing commentary. And with that, we are gonna move on over to Star Fox 64. This is sadly the last run of my shift this time, but don't you worry, our beautiful reader Yoshimus is going to take over for me, so stay tuned for this awesome intermission.
Alright.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.